Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Piera Maria and you've reached the Conscious Living channel. It is my privilege and my pleasure to welcome you to another episode of the Practical Tools series. And beautiful people, today is really all about being present. And we may all have read books about it and intellectualized it. But today I really want to talk about what it means to come into the present moment and the joys that lie within it. So I want to tell you out of my own experience, and let me know if you can relate to this. We have a tendency to spend so much of our time reminiscing in the past or worrying about the future. And maybe it's not even worrying about the future, maybe it's being super excited about the future, but always being in that future, always planning ahead, always looking ahead. And I ask you to bear with me and not to misunderstand me here. There's nothing wrong whatsoever with reminiscing about the past, embracing old beautiful memories, and at the same time, it's a wonderful thing to do, to look forward to the future, to be excited about new things coming. But the question is, are you aware of how much time you're spending there in the past or you're spending there in the future? And how little time you may be spending right here in the present moment. Can I remind you of that empowering, soul-filling feeling when you are completely present? No matter if you are, let's say, in a super creative space, yeah? You're writing a song, you're playing some musical instrument, you're dancing, you're moving your body, you're maybe running, you're surfing, whatever it is, you're riding, and nothing seems to exist apart from exactly this, being fully immersed, fully present in what you are doing. And what does this give you? That feeling of filling your cup, that feeling of igniting every cell in your body with the fullness that Source gives us. This feeling of ease and joy and full-on power at the same time. That's what it means to be present. When we are fully present, no matter if we may have struggles and worries in our current life, when we are fully present, they cease to exist. When we are fully present in the very here and now, there's peace, there's love available for you. And the amount of time that we are spending there is something that I encourage you to start to look at. Now, the tool that I want to give you for today is one of my favorites, which you can do with anything basically, but I want to relate it to the subject we're talking about. It's journaling. So what I invite you to do just for a little while is allow yourself every evening or every morning, whatever time works best for you, allow yourself to sit down and to reflect and to see, hey, what moments today was I actually truly present? What part of the day was I reminiscing in the past? What part of the day was I thinking about the future? And simply start to take note. And as you do so, maybe after a week, kind of have a look at this and evaluate it without judgment for yourself and notice, hey, okay, actually, let me try to become 5 minutes more present a day, 10 minutes more present a day, and slowly build a time up where you are fully present in the now. So genuinely, one of the things that I know so well is planning for this future, yeah? We're all manifestation kings and queens out there, yeah? We know how to reprogram our subconscious, how to shift timelines, how to play with quantum leaps, So as we do so, there's one thing that we need to watch out a little bit for. While, yes, we're planting the seeds to what is to come, to create more beauty, but let us not forget that the true beauty lies in the very now. So this is an experience that has hit me hard lately in the most beautiful way. My partner and I, we spent 6 months, it turned out to be a bit longer to be honest, but we spent over 6 months in Canada when we made our move from Indonesia. And the reason we spent these 6 months in Canada before coming to New Zealand, which was like, okay, the destination we wanted to put roots down for a bit, is that we have an incredible dog. Yeah, we have this wonderful Bali dog that we were not willing to let end up on the streets again. So we decided we're gonna bring our dog with us. New Zealand has the strongest biosecurity laws in the world. So it was a journey to bring him here, and we had to be in an approved country for 6 months. My partner's Canadian, so we chose Canada, and while we had an incredible experience, so much of the time was already planning what's gonna be once we arrive here. So much of the time was like, okay, once we're in New Zealand, we'll start this, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do that. Now, the moment we actually arrived here, first of all, our nervous systems had to calm down. Our nervous systems had to settle down and realize, hey, now we don't need to find a place to live for the next month or what's coming next. Like, now we're here. This is what we were working towards. So then what happened is, as soon as we arrived, my mind was still like going, okay, what are we gonna do next? What are we gonna establish next? And don't get me wrong, I'm consciously, constantly creating, but I had to give myself a loving reality check and be like, hey, you're here. Embrace this now. Embrace every single moment. And the moment I did that, such a joy came. It was like as if these little triggers and annoyances that come throughout the day have become so minimal through this, because I actually see the beauty in my life. I actually focus on the beauty that is here right now. The sun that is shining, walking by the ocean, seeing my dog run free on the beach once again, being in the arms of my partner, cooking a beautiful meal in a nice kitchen, focusing on what is good now. I want to tell you that, and this is an annoying one, I want to tell you that for me it's never worked to go out of like a not uplifting vibration into a more uplifting one without making peace with the one I'm in. And what I mean by that, it's, hey, making the now, even if there's aspects that are not yet how you want them to be in the future, making full peace with what is now, because you're exactly where you're meant to be. If not, you wouldn't be. You know, it doesn't mean if it's for the sake of expansion, transformation, but how can you be anywhere else than where you're meant to be right now? Yeah, it doesn't work. And Source is so pleased where you are right now, and for every seed that gets planted to once more expand your consciousness. But truly embracing this now. Truly embracing this now. So I invite you, start to take note, and I invite you, start to take more time in the now. And you've heard this before, you can do that no matter what you're doing. If you're waiting for a bus, if you're washing the dishes, no matter what it is, notice if you can put that phone down a little bit more, and notice if you can fully feel and fully be in what you're doing, and what change and what impact that will have on your life. Through making peace, through being in the now, whatever it is that you want to create will come much more effortless and with more joy and with more ease. So, allow yourself. Take deep breaths. Be present. Be in the now. Tomorrow will never come, but this moment, this is all we have. So allow yourself to truly live it. I'm sending you all my love from my heart straight to yours.